Hello and welcome to the channel, Bob Sales, this time's next year. So it's been a fairly interesting week this week. The Boba Fett has dropped. So let's take a look and see what your boy got on the drop and have a look at some after prices, market prices, and some factors about Boba Fett that maybe you do or don't know. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Without further ado, let's get into all this. So to start this video off, I'm actually going to show you a clip from the Toy Hunter series. Now I do apologise for the graininess of the clip, but it was the only one I could actually find online. But in the clip itself, it explains about the rocket firing Boba Fett toy. And this is one of the reasons why Boba Fett's so sought after in the Star Wars world, Star Wars community, all toy sections at this point. But this was definitely the main trigger to start the Boba Fett craze. And this little clip should give you a fair bit of knowledge, and we'll go over a few things after the clip.
What's in the bag?
It's a rocket firing Boba Fett. Worth.
Do you have the missile?
Yes, I believe it's in there. It should come with a
missile. Wow. What you have is an unproduced action figure of arguably one of the most popular characters in Star Wars. You've got a rocket-firing Boba Fett. This was an action figure that was never done. They hoped it would be done, but due to safety standards, they couldn't get it passed or improved. So this figure never came out. I remember, in fact, trying to send away for one of these and getting a little letter in the mail saying, sorry, it didn't get approved. We're gonna send you one with the rocket stuck in. How long ago did you get it? Do you know how much this is worth?
Tell me.
I know people who will spend $10,000 for an item like this. I can call them. I can tell them to come on over. My heart is
good to see you.
Ed worked at Kenner for 20 years, and he was an engineer on the Star Wars line. Jeff has found possibly one of the rarest toys that is ever around, okay?
That's cool.
This is the rocket-firing Boba Fett.
I haven't seen one for years.
So you actually know of them, though.
Oh, heck yeah.
I need to make sure that this one is absolutely real.
Yeah.
Ed was actually working at Kenner when this piece was made. If he gives it the all clear, we're good to go.
Holy smokes. Well, it looks to me, just quickly, it's all injection molded plastic, and it looks like they tried to match the actual color that would then be painted over. It has the correct spring inside. It's called the L latch version. I think there was a J latch version.
Yeah.
And it has the projectile with it as well, a missile.
So as you can see by the clip I just played to you, that is Jordan, a toy expert, and also uses the Toy Hunter channel. So if you don't know about that, go and follow that up, go and look at that. That is actually a really good program and very knowledgeable. So a couple of points I did want to actually step on there. So the production was actually stopped because of the Battlestar Galactica firing rocket ships. So because of this, there's quite a few choking, in even some fatalities down to choking. So that's not overly what you want to promote as a toy brand. So this is one of the reasons why this toy is very significant. It should not be here. Now, one of the other things it says is about the locks on the back. So the L-shaped lock is the earlier one, which was easier for it to slip off the hook. And the J one, you find it wouldn't slip as easy. You would have to actually manually change it. Now, as you just heard in this clip, that is a very, very, very high price. And it was this toy that started the whole Boba Fett fascination off. Now, of course, any line with Boba Fett in seems to sell out straight away, or seems to be the most sought after in the line anyway. And then with the Mandalorian just being made and stuff like that, that was only done, in my opinion, that was only ever made because of this toy. If it weren't for this toy existing, it weren't for the facts behind the toy, the choking hazard, the not being produced. If it wasn't for all of that, I don't think we'd have ever seen a Mandalorian. So the drop has now been and done, and what was the result? So me, myself, I got the Superstar Juju again, and I actually got the Ultra Rare on my first grab. So all I now need is the common, because I actually got the uncommon on my second drop. So prices are not doing as great as I thought they would be with this one, but there's plenty of time for this to go up yet, of course. As I say, there's a lot of things factoring in with this one, and it's going to take a bit of time. But overall, you're in profit. It should be a good day if you got the Ultra Rare. Now, I'm actually really surprised about the uncommon and common going under the drop price. I never thought I'd see the day that would happen. So obviously a lot of people don't know about the significance of this drop. Maybe you could have squeezed 10 gems going under on the common. To be going what it is now, that is ridiculously low. So straight after the drop, we see the prices go to 700. That's where I thought it would stay, if I'm honest. I thought the price point was going to be 700. That would be where it would sit at. But there is quite a few additions, and a lot of people are comparing it to Vader. Now, in the VEVE app, Vader's obviously I think gonna do better at this time. In the real world, Boba Fett does a lot better. So Boba Fett can only go up. Now it's actually currently sitting at about 400 for the ultra rare, which is rather cheap for that. Now they are being brought up at this price. They are being held at this price where the floors are anyway. So there's definitely interest there. But can you complain? 80 gems for $400? You can't really complain. So either way, it's a win if you got the ultra rare. Now with that being said, I will be keeping mine till I get to about 1k price point, and then maybe I'll think about selling it. Now I have got the uncommon as well. I will wait for that to go over box price at least, and maybe get a little bit more than box price on that one. So overly, I'm pretty happy with the way my drop went. Now you will notice by my constant reminders on the screen, I have still not been verified. My passport has still not come. So right now, I'm pretty fucked. But apart from that, I can still see the prices. I can still do the drop checks. I can still do everything I need to do with the videos. Plus, I have another verified account, what my nephew has, which I can actually use to go for drops. So overall, I'm not too impatient. But my passport does really need to come at this point. See if you could all send the English company that does the passports a reminder and say, our boy Bob Sales wants his passport. He needs it for his KYC. You're stopping this man from making his money. You're stopping this man from making his living. You're stopping this man from collecting. So please give our boy the passport. So yeah, that was just a quick explanation of the Boba Fett and why it's so important, and why maybe you should not sell it straight away, and maybe why the prices could go up even further. Now, I do see this getting to 700 to a K easily at some point. Whether it's going to take a week, whether it's going to take a month, we do not know. But right now, listings are being unlisted from people like me that haven't been KYC'd yet. All the bot accounts that we do know still exist. My best bit of advice is keep an eye on the floors, keep an eye on the market. There may be some gems to be made in the next couple of days, just down to the delisting itself. So yeah, 100% keep an eye on your floors this week, this weekend, because there's bound to be some movements there. So last week I did say I'd give away a Jurassic Park toy. I'm still waiting for a couple of entries. I've had literally 3 entries, so I'll give you one last chance to enter today. So if you want to enter, just say I'm in underneath the comment section. And this is to win the physical Jurassic Park toy I will post out. Now I do have 3 entries already, and I'll probably give it till tomorrow or the next day. And I'll probably give it 2 days. So I'll give it 2 more days. And if I don't get any more entries, it'll be the lucky 3 people that are in the draw. And either way, they'll be getting sent it. But I will send you a direct message or watch for the next video for the comment. So as always, guys, follow me on VEVE. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on HRO. So as always, I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.